Hey, welcome to Maximum Bat Speed. I want to do this video here with George Springer on the left and Jose Altuve on the right. Now, this video right here is going to focus more on the lower body, and I want to show you what they both do and what I believe would help you if you apply this. Okay, now what I teach when I'm working with students, a lot of times what happens with players is once they get to heel plant, okay, and this is very important, once you get to heel plant, what you should do is not allow your front knee to get over your front foot, okay? So in other words, you can see here once Springer gets to heel plant, he's going to pretty much maintain this gap between the knee and the ankle. And now if you watch Jose Altuve, watch what's going on with him, and I'll put him at heel plant as well. Once he gets to heel plant right here, he's at heel plant right here, and you're going to see that he as well, he's pretty close to heel plant right here. He's going to maintain the same kind of angles right here so that where the front knee will not creep over the front foot. Okay, and the reason why I bring this up is because this is so common when I'm working with students, when I'm doing online video analysis, I see that the front knee tends to creep over, where in other words, where the knee now is over the front foot. And again, you do not want the knee to start creeping forward. If you're analyzing yourself from direct opposite side batter's box view, you do not want your knee to be over your front foot. This creates a delay in your hip rotation, okay? And again, what you want to do, just like you see here with Springer and what you see here with Jose Altuve, the reason you want this blocking from the front side, that creates resistance from the front side, so your back pelvis, okay, so your back pelvis can catch up to the front one immediately. See that? And you'll see that that gap will maintain all the way to the point of contact. And again, you can see the same thing going on with Jose Altuve. So you see that gap, there's still that gap between the knee and the ankle. That's what you want in your swing, okay? Now again, what I would recommend for you to do is this, okay, and this is something that I do when I'm working with my students, is in order to avoid this kind of thing going on, is this: just free up the lower body as far as the foot. Now watch what's going on with Springer's front foot. See how it starts to roll over right there, and then you can see that it kind of collapses where it rolls outside. Now the reason he's doing this is because he's just allowing the rotation of the hips to freely let his foot roll over like this. Now some coaches teach that they don't want to see that. They think the swing is out of control, that they want to see more stability. With me, when I'm working with my students, again, this is a drill I do with them. I tell them, okay, let's just hit balls off the tee, providing they have good upper body mechanics and they're struggling with the knee getting over the front foot. I just tell them, as you get to heel plant, just go ahead and hit as hard as you can through the ball and let that foot just roll over. Let yourself just free up that front foot. Let it almost like your heel is a top, okay? And again, this is something that I have found working with my students, that it helps them not to let the front knee collapse over the front foot, therefore depriving you of faster bat speed. Now watch Jose Altuve as he starts to swing. Now watch what he does. He does this with tremendous lower body mechanics as he starts to swing right here. Watch what he does. Watch how his front foot, like I said, it's almost like a top. See that? Like his heel is like the bottom of a top. As he starts to rotate, it allows him to just free up those hips. So in other words, where the knee is not creeping over the front foot. Now if you get to heel plant and you allow yourself where the foot starts to, in other words, what I want to see is this. Now watch what's going on with Springer, okay? So to explain this a little more clearly, as you start to swing, once you get to heel plant and the hips start to rotate and the thigh also starts to rotate, okay? So in other words, the hips are rotating and the thigh is rotating as well, okay? By doing that, you're going to see that the front foot is going to pretty much start rolling over on the outside first. Watch what's going on with George Springer. See that? It starts to roll over a little bit on the outside, and from there it goes to the heel area. Alright, now again, this is a great drill for you to do, to not to let the front knee collapse over the front foot, okay? And again, watch what's going on with Jose Altuve. See how his foot's starting to shift to the outside of his foot right there. Now watch this. It starts to shift gradually to the outside, and then it goes to the heel area, and then he just spins like a top. Again, this drill right here, I do it with my students to help them not to allow the front knee to collapse over the front foot as they get to heel plant. So the proper sequence, again, watch Jose Altuve, is heel plant, and then from there the hips start to rotate, okay? The hips start to rotate around, and the front knee and the thigh area should also be rotating, and then what happens from there, there's a little shift to the outside of the foot, and it goes to the heel area, therefore allowing you to hit off a front axis so that your body, once you get to heel plant, the head stays back, and you should pretty much be having a kind of angles like this where your head should not be moving forward. And if you look at George Springer, again, watch what's going on with him. I'll explain this to you right here, just like Jose Altuve did. He gets the toe touch, he gets the heel plant, and it goes to the outer side of his foot. And the reason why, because the hips rotate, the thigh starts to rotate, it goes outside of the foot to the heel. And again, if the sequence is correctly, you're going to get to heel plant. And then from there, if I draw a line, and this is what you should be seeing with your players, if I draw a line going down like this, you can see, now watch what's going on with George Springer. And then from there the head stays back, and he can hit off a front axis. Watch how his front foot starts to roll over right there, and just this is what you see in elite swings. Now this video right here, I hope it's been helpful. Did a 2-hour and 45-minute video on explaining a lot of the stuff that I share in this video, and I explain a lot of things in great detail as far as resistance, as far as building a swing. And anyone who orders my videos right now can get a free 20-minute video on swing flaws, most common swing flaws that you see in lower level players. I hope this video has been helpful, and again, just to reiterate, just go down to get, as you get into your toe touch 50-50 balance right there, get to your heel plant right there, everything stops, the hips rotate, the thigh rotates, from there it goes to that right there, that shift to the outside of the foot like Jose Altuve is doing right there, and then from there just allow your bottom foot to be almost like a top, and just keep your head back. Okay, I hope you liked the video. Give me a like if you learned something. Give me some feedback or comments in regards to if you tried this video, and let me know if it worked. I hope it does. It's helped my students tremendously. Have a great day.